I think it's really one of those fights. It's hard to call. The way Korean Zombie caught Moicano was super impressive. So if he brings that, he's got a hard guy to fight.
It's a great fight, I must say. Very, very good fight. I mean, Ortega, you don't want to sleep on him. He's an absolute animal on the ground. Zombie probably has an advantage in striking. But given that, both guys are very, very tough. I mean, we've seen what they can do. They both have heart, both are very intense, both are good athletes. So this one is a tough one to call. But I'd say if it hits the ground, I think Ortega is very, very skillful and he's high level black belt. There's black belts and then there's black belts, and Ortega is elite level black belt. It's a tough one to call. Very tough one to call. I mean, I would say the way I see it, probably 55-45 for Korean Zombie.
My money's on Korean Zombie though, because I'm like a huge fan of him. Don't get me wrong, Brian's cool, but I'm with all that situation, he hit my boy Jay Park. You can't stop Jay Park, man. I'm a big fan of Jay Park. You feel me? But I know that fight's gonna be it's gonna be a go-to. But my money will be on Korean Zombie just to factors in. I'm rooting for him, and hopefully I also jump on that card too. So I'm gonna try to do a turnaround on that card.
Oh, that's a tough one, man. Everyone loves Korean Zombie. How can you go against him? He's one of those guys that you can never count out. You know what I mean? Right to the last bell. So I'm just going to go with my heart and say Korean Zombie.
If I was a betting man, I'd choose a Korean Zombie. I just think that, if it goes to the ground, Brian Ortega's a tough dude to deal with, It's kind of a 50-50 fight in that way. I think Korean Zombie has him on the feet. I think if it goes to the ground, Brian Ortega's gonna sub him.
I'm gonna have to go with Zombie, even though Ortega has a very good chance. I like them both. That'd be a good fight too.
I'm gonna lean towards the Korean Zombie as well. I think that it's kind of a good matchup for the Zombie with Brian Ortega is more of a standstill boxer right there in front of you, and I think that I don't know, man. I think that there really is something about momentum in the sport right now. There's not many people out there riding momentum like that going in, so I think I'm going to lean towards him.
Man, I got Ortega winning by knockout.
Brian Ortega is a badass dude. He's a scary guy on the ground. He's got very good striking. But Zombie is just that wild son of a bitch, man. And he makes it happen sometimes. I'm going to go Zombie on that one. I'm going to go Zombie.
I'm going to have to go with the Korean Zombie. He's Korean, I'm Korean, so we'll stay with the Koreans.